What are you up to? What was your target from last week?
Well, it's to find out what we need for refreshments. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just made a little list of it already.
Yeah, how'd you get on?
And just to find and the hiring of tables and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got some prices, have you, or just a list?
Well, that's going to be one of my targets. Well, I've only found out the price of milk.
Right. So are you doing some hot drinks and hot drinks, eh? So you're doing teas and coffees and some, what else are you thinking about?
And some other drinks and
Yeah, so some
Yeah.
other drinks, for example,
Coke or lemonade or something like
okay. Why did you decide to do hot drinks? Because that's quite a bit of effort. I'm just asking. You don't, I'm not. Why did you decide that? Why did you? I'm trying to get you to tell me why you had that idea.
that. Well, what might be a good idea for people.
For people, why? At some point, you've gone right. Let's have teas and coffees, yeah.
Yeah.
And you thought that's a good idea, yeah. So why is it a good idea?
Well, takes a bit more fancy, and
I can't. If I can't hear you, that can't hear you.
well, if anyone fancies a warm drink or
Yeah.
something like that.
So do you think that would be popular?
Yeah, I think so.
What makes you think that it would be popular?
What normally people drink this sort of thing for something like
Have you been to the theatre before? Yeah.
yes.
Did people have coffees and teas in the interval there?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So that's maybe where you got the idea from, maybe. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Costume. Sorry, I'm just going to stop you a second because I will come back to you. George, so target for next week, quickly.
Just to find out some of the prices.
Prices.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Find out. Find about the tickets
The
from
what, sorry?
James, from James or Tom.
What, the tickets? Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to speak to Tom or James about the tickets. Yeah, good. Georgie?
Found out like when it was set, so it was set in modern times, and just looked at some photos of like refugees from
Yeah.
Kosovo, get an idea of what they wear.
Okay. So have you got some evidence of that? What evidence could you get to just show your research?
Pictures.
George, could you just pop outside for a second? Open the door for me. Directly opposite the door, there's a big bit of card. Opposite the door.
No,
Opposite the door.
opposite the door. Open the door.
Yes, I know.
Right, opposite the door.
Outside. No.
Opposite.
Out
Opposite.
Walk straight out the door.
Stand there.
Turn
Stand
round.
in the door.
there. That one.
There you go. The big bit card. Yes?
No, the card underneath it. You've got your hand right above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that in.
Bring
for
that
us.
in.
Bring it in. No, not
No,
that.
no, no. That. That's it.
Right, turn it over.
Something.
I think so. Alright, that's a mood board, okay? That's where you can pop all your ideas, like a big collage, so that you can get a picture of what it is that you have shown us that what you've researched, and it'll help you to refer to that to make some decisions a bit later on. Okay, so can you make sure that you produced a mood board for me? Yeah, and that's the first target. The second target is I want you to have a list of all the characters and a rough idea, so maybe some pictures off the internet or ideas that you think would suit each character. Okay? Does not have to be finalised, but just needs some ideas. Okay? Alright,
I'm looking at the opposite side of the door. for God's sake.
I don't know, you were looking behind the door.
So I'm just I'm not fully awake today.
Okay, it is Thursday morning. Okay, props.
I've been looking around, like at home
Mhm.
mainly, seeing what stuff I can get. My target was to basically have a look at stuff I could
Yeah.
find, and majority of the list I could find at home,
Good.
especially fake blood, which I can get actually today.
Right, so how can we make sure that we can communicate that and so that you show that you've done your job properly?
Well, what I'm gonna do, well, I should have pretty much written down what I could have.
Yeah?
What,
What else could you do?
um,
So that we can look at them and see whether they're the right things or not.
I could have probably maybe printed a list out showing people,
Yeah.
and they will see if that's
How
right.
could we see if they look right for the play?
Looking at the script as well.
Okay, but how can we see that what you've found is what Tom wants without you bringing it all in?
Ask him before I bring it in.
Yeah, but how's he going to know what it looks like?
Oh, photos.
There you go, well done. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is anything that you have found, take photos of. Anything that you haven't
Yeah.
found needs to go on a separate list so that we know what we're still missing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you need to check with Tom that those photos are right for the things that we need. And then you get him to tick them or not. And then if they are right, cool. If they're not right, then we need to look somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's your target for next week.
Okay.
Yeah? Show Tom photos of all the props you've got. If they're right, cool. If they're not, add them back to the list of things we haven't got yet.
Okay.
Yeah? So make a list of things we haven't got yet.
I also need to see if someone spare from the techies could possibly make a radio out
If
spare
not, I
wood.
can bring a radio in.
But it's,
That's
if
better.
not,
So I've
but
got a
very
radio.
possible. Yeah, okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. But again, it's a case of taking photos of these things, making sure we've got visuals so Tom can yes or no them.
Okay.
Okay? Beth,
Yep.
what were you doing?
I don't know.
Were you not here last week?
Yeah, I was.
She's props with
On
me.
props.
Oh, right. So what have you done?
What I done is I read through what props that we need, and I've asked Ross if he can't find anything, then I will try and find it. If
Okay.
not, I will see if I can ask people if they've either got
Mm.
or if we can,
I need
we
to
can borrow them.
photocopy this list to give to
Yeah.
Beth because she doesn't have this.
Yeah, that
So
needs to
I need
happen.
photo
Either
of that.
or scan it in or take a photo of it and send it to her on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
Any way that you can communicate is better than no communication.
Mhm.
Okay? Which brings me on to the next bit of the meeting. You'll all have a group target as well. Okay, and your group target is that you need to communicate with another member of the production team, whether that's me or each other or Tom the director or James. Yeah? You need to communicate with them. And you need to provide evidence of that communication. Okay? So can you think of an example of what communication we could use? Ross.
I suppose costume and props could probably discuss a couple of things.
Great, but
maybe.
how could you communicate? What different methods are there? Let's